Hey, this is Dara Connolly, as in I dare you to be more impactful when speaking in front of an audience. And in today's tip, I'm going to teach you how to have more confidence while speaking to anyone. Let's do it. Okay, friends, I want to jump right in the content because I have a few tips here that are just going to get you right out there so you can start speaking and speaking with confidence. And the very first one is something that we don't like to do, but I want you to embrace your weaknesses. Whatever it is. Maybe you're a fast talker, maybe you forget your next line, maybe you're fidgety on stage. It's okay. Whatever it is, embrace it. The way you become more confident as a speaker in front of groups is knowing that your voice, your ideas um, are a part of you. So embrace it. Don't be so concerned about making that mistake or saying, because what's going to happen is it's going to pull you out of the moment, right? And you forget that the whole reason you're speaking is to connect with your audience. Now, I like to tell when I do my presentations, I always use an example of how some of the best orators in history, whether you're talking about the Obamas or Brene Brown or Martin Luther King or JFK, so many people, if you really study their speeches, yes, they're eloquent. Yes, they're articulate. Yes, they have passion. But you know what they also have? A few mistakes. Maybe they say, or maybe they pause for a little too long, or maybe they touch their face. Look, everybody has something. It's okay. Embrace your weaknesses and don't get overly concerned about them. What's more important is that you are connecting and relatable to your audience rather than being perfect. So when you do this, your concerns about how you look slowly go away because it's really not about you. It's about them as the listener. What are they gaining? What are they learning from this? And when you start speaking more, you can kind of have fun with your quirkiness or the things that you do and maybe even make a comment about it if you feel really confident. Because when you can laugh at those mistakes or weaknesses that you do, it puts the audience at ease. So know what they are, be aware of them. If it's distracting, then we need to reel them in. But otherwise, do not get overly concerned. It's okay to not be perfect. It's more important to connect. And knowing who you are as a speaker, good and bad, is actually okay. Okay, the second thing I want to remind you is to give yourself a little bit more time than you think to prepare what you want to say. Now, whether you're speaking up at a meeting or giving a presentation, you want to present an idea that's superior, that's really well done. You have to allow yourself adequate time to practice it and think about how you want to deliver it so it comes across with confidence. So, one of the things I do is I just jot it down, pen and paper. What's my big idea? One sentence, what is my big idea? And then I structure the speech around this. Take time to prepare what you want to say. You create your outline, then review it, read it several times, read it out loud, rehearse it. You don't need to memorize it word for word. You're internalizing it instead of memorizing it. So take some time to prepare what you want to say so it comes out just the way you want to say it. The third is pay attention to where you're looking. I still see so many speakers that neglect eye contact because I know it's natural when we're talking to be thinking, and as we think, we look away. And it's easier to make eye contact while we're listening. But you have to make eye contact if you want to connect with people. Making eye contact with your audience conveys that you have confidence, even if you're extremely nervous. It reminds us that you are talking to us, not just rehearsing your script or about what you're saying, because you're able to look at us and have that authenticity, integrity. You're speaking at a large event and it's really hard to make eye contact. You look in different sections of the room or focus on a few different people around the room to show that you're acknowledging everyone in the audience in a large space. Or you can also focus on the wall in the back of the room or in that general direction. When you are speaking with one person, every time you're talking, you keep that eye contact. And it may feel like you're staring too much, so you balance it with short breaks as you're thinking and then you come back. Second to last tip, to allow the other person to initiate the conversation during silent moments. During our conversations, it's natural to have a little lull where it feels like there's a pause for a few seconds and it's silent. That's great. Can you hold that silence or do you always jump in? People jump in silence instead of just holding it. they end up saying something that is irrelevant or is unnecessary. And it kind of makes you look foolish. Practice being okay with a little bit of silence after you speak. Second to last tip, an important part of being a genuine and confident speaker is to allow your personality to come through. And it'll help you let the conversation flow more naturally, allow yourself to just relax up there and play with it a little bit and play with the audience a little bit so it's natural. What's going to happen when you are yourself is that the audience will connect with you. If you're too busy being somebody else, they don't even know who you are and you've just lost them. So trust in this. Have a little faith in who you are as a speaker is an amazing person that other people want to get to know. It doesn't mean that if you are sloppy, you get to be sloppy, or if you talk fast, you don't slow down. Keep the intention of becoming a better speaker, but bring a little bit of the flair of who you are and let us see that. Because when you think of the best speakers from Oprah to Simon Sinek to Mel Robbins, they are unconditionally themselves. And so what happens is it becomes a part of their brand, their style, the way they talk. And the cool thing is they don't have to do anything different. They're just being themselves. So what I want you to do is start leaking out a little bit of your personality when you are speaking publicly. See how the audience responds to you and let me know because this is a good one to get some interactive feedback on. Before I get to the last tip, a good time to remind you to smash that subscribe button. And if you're enjoying this content, you can check out Dara Connolly Club for my plethora of videos to help you on this topic, the speaker impact. Or feel free to reach out to me to jump on a call and we can talk more about how I can help you. Maybe for you, it's raising your hand at the next time you're at a social meeting, or volunteering to give a presentation, or just standing up to say something publicly. Set a small goal that's a little bit outside your comfort zone, a little bit of a risk for you, but you still got to do it.